Hello, 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 y'all. I like to welcome y'all back to I Like It Raw with your girl MikalaLeinani. And it is great to be back for another week once again. I am, back with the fresh motherfucking retwist. Let me just go off real quick because, y'all, I had those false locks in for false faux fuck you, nigga. I had them bitches in for a month, a little over a month. I didn't wash my hair for like 3 weeks prior. So I felt like I haven't washed my hair for like 2 months, 2.5 months before I took them out, washed, and retwisted them last night. Shit came out spectacular. Oh my god, y'all! I'm so happy with my hair right now. Like to actually let my hair just sit there and breathe. You know, I recommend protective styles now because I feel like my hair has gotten to a point where I'm just, was good, my nigga. Like I got actual locks. Like they actually lock now. I see the big budding parts. It's a beautiful thing to look at. So I'm just feeling it. And yes, I'm looking very fluffy. It is about 53 degrees in Michigan, lower now because it's gotten later. But y'all, it's hot. I was about to say it's hot. It's cold. It's cold. So it is my favorite season. It is a sweater weather. So here we are with it. But I really just want to go ahead and get into this. This episode is dedicated to the fathers out there, those single fathers. Kudos to all single parents. You all are much appreciated. Parents that are able to parent together and live together and who are married, thank you for being parents. But this is specifically for those single fathers out there because I have noticed and been in my own situation with my own father. I could say that my father was a single father for the children that he raised. He did have a wife there at the time, but the wife wasn't doing shit. Like, there's a whole backstory on them. I don't really want to get into it. I don't want to be part of the story, but honestly, I can say that my father, as a single father, raising the kids that he did take care of, he did try his hardest. Now, he was one to go to work and he wouldn't be in his children's lives. He was in their lives because obviously they all lived together and stuff, but he wasn't there all throughout the day. So their mother, my sisters, their mother was there, but she didn't do shit for them, for real. Like, she didn't teach them how to be women, how to have manners, and how to do things properly. Like, she didn't really teach them that because, one, she kind of was a child when she got into the relationship with my father. And with her being a child herself, like, she can't mentor and teach other children how to be adults when she herself wasn't an adult. And then now, since a lot of her trauma happened in her childhood stages, she still probably didn't grow past the childhood trauma that she had. So it's hard to teach a child how to be an adult when you are a child yourself mentally because you never grew past your own trauma. But nonetheless, that's a whole nother episode that we could get into. I might have gotten into that before, but not here right now. But at the end of the day, it kills me that women are always looked at as being a victim in a single parent lifestyle. So they'll be like the mother. Oh my God, you got a single mother. She's raising her children. She's going to work, going to school, making sure she's providing for her family and whatnot because she does not have a man to take care of her. Now, as a woman, that she's going to be looked at as, oh my God, this is a strong woman, which she is. This is a strong woman. She's very determined. She has a lot of heart. She loves her kids. She would do anything and everything. And on the flip side of that, you have a man that has to do these exact same things, but they're looked at it as something that's already that supposed to be mandatory, something that, oh, well, aren't they supposed to be doing that shit anyways? It's not like, oh, this is a strong man. This is a strong... No. A lot of men aren't looked at like that when they're single parents, which is sad because there's nothing different between us. There's nothing different between us as a man and as a woman. And if we're going to be honest, like, we're all sent to this plane to learn our own lessons, to take care of ourselves. So as a man, being a single parent, especially these single fathers with daughters, the girl dads, like, I love to see it because one, I never had that relationship. So I do love to see when a young girl gets to, experience what it feels like to have a man's love, a father's love, have that protection, that first line of defense when she comes out. Like, being able to have that connection with a man, it's hard. Because if you didn't have that connection with a man when you were a child, and that being your father or your stepfather, somebody that was very, very close to you, that was a father figure, as women, we go and hunt for it in the men that we are with, the men that we lay down with, the men that we fuck. We look for these parenting qualities. And it's sad because, a lot of men also get so much pressure from their women to be not only a man, but in some way a parent to them because of all the codependence. Y'all, sorry, I am skipping around, but that came to me too. But for all the girl dads out there, I see, like, there's a great example. I'm going to talk about it. Y'all see it. Chris Kyle. This man here, I have never seen a father and a daughter relationship so beautiful in my life. Like, every time I look at how he is with his daughter, it's like, damn, I truly want that for myself. Like, I want my daughter to be able to experience that. I want my son to be able to experience that. And to really be able to feel the love from their father and their mother. And the way Chris displays the love that he has for his daughter, showing her the world, giving her the world, like, it's so beautiful because she's just so genuinely happy. Like, so genuinely happy. And then it's sad because there's a lot of women that will try and shit on men like this. There's a lot of women that will try and shit on men like this. There's a lot of not shit ass niggas out here. Bitch, if you want to find a not shit ass nigga, there are plenty of them for you to find. But don't choose ones that aren't fitting the description of not shit. It's mind-boggling. Because there's so many women out here that will use their own children as pawns in a relationship with a man. Like, you bitches are fucking sick. Like, you bitches are pathetic. Like, you're sad. And, there's just so many cases that I've seen this. So many of my close friends deal with this that have kids. It doesn't make sense because I know so many men that have so much love for their children. So much love for their children. They will do anything for their child, They will give the fucking shirt off their back for their child. But the woman is going to make it seem as if the man doesn't give a fuck about the child because the man no longer gives a fuck about you. Because one, either as the woman, you've been on bullshit for too fucking long. Who wants to keep putting up with that shit? Huh? Who wants to keep putting up with some bullshit? Not I, not he. Like, so when you constantly are dealing with a person that gives you nothing but shit and they don't want to be with you anymore, you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that shit on the chin. But do not start putting this child's life. Do not start ruining this child's life because you're bitter. Let this sit there and ring for y'all. Do not. Where's the mic at? Do not. I repeat. Do not start making your child's life miserable because the man no longer loves you. The man that you had a child with no longer loves you. The relationship that you were in with the man that you had a child with no longer works. That's not that child's fault. Do not put them in the middle of that. Because what are you doing? You're just creating generational trauma. You're creating more issues. You're teaching your child as a fucking infant, as an adolescent, that it's okay to see these things. Then once they see these things and their parents are arguing back and forth in front of them, they think it's okay for a man and a woman to have these type of disagreements. They think it's okay for a man to have to raise his voice to a woman. And then they think it's okay for a woman to be able to slap a man and have him stand there with all of his might to not smack the fuck out the bitch that's already been putting hands on him. This shit runs deep, y'all. Let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it. No, because nobody wants to get into that. Because nobody wants to get into where the women are at fault in a lot of these situations. And I'm not going to say every situation is the same. So don't get me fucking started. Because a lot of you people will get on this fucking, well, she's saying this, and that. Nah, you over here parsing my motherfucking words. If you going to do it correctly. I'm not saying every person in every situation is the same. But with a lot of these women and with a lot of the men that I've seen, that I've witnessed, that go through this type of shit, the man loves their child. The man wants to provide for their child. The man wants to be there for their child. They just don't want to deal with your bitch ass. Am I not right? If you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop a comment below, please. Go ahead and drop a comment below. Tell me, in the situations, if y'all are single fathers out there, has women made it seem, has women taught your children that you don't love them? Made it seem as if you didn't love them? Made it seem as if you didn't want them? Please, drop that shit in the comments below. All my single fathers out here. Single men, single parent fathers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let me know. Because I just want to know. From what I've seen so far, there's a lot of niggas that don't want this. But then there's a lot of niggas that cause it. So bitches, I need y'all to get your panties out your ass because, oh, you just dogging us women. What about you? So you call yourself a feminist? Look. There is people that are going to be at fault on either side of the fucking coin, okay? There's going to be niggas that really ain't shit. They want to fucking knock you up and leave your ass. Knock you up just to say that they had you and to say that you're theirs. Look, niggas are slick as fuck. It's sick how they are, honestly. Because a nigga will try and nut in you and get you pregnant just to be a toxic motherfucker and do you both the entire time. And you know that they're going to do you that way because they disregarded your body when you said, oh, maybe don't nut in me. Or you said, nah, I can't handle this right now. I want to get an abortion. And they're like, nah, I'm going to be there. All the lies that they told your ass for you to have this kid and now you be stuck with the kid. Not saying that you don't love your baby, but you feel like you would be a lot farther if you would have not had the baby at the time. But the nigga was convincing you that he was going to be there for you anyways. Look, I can get into stories for y'all. Look, I mean, the shit, like I said, there's shit on either side of the coin. But this episode is specifically for men right now. Because some of you bitches are snakes. And I just want to point the snakes in the grass out right now. And that being with my own fucking gender. Because y'all bitches be getting so sensitive. That's one of the biggest problems. You got a lot of sensitive ass motherfuckers. that don't know how to accept their truth. Like, nigga, if you did people bold, then you did people bold. Accept what you did, and if you want to, you can make a change. Like, every day is a new day. Every second is a new second. You can decide not to be mad this next second. But a lot of people don't decide to change because it always feels easier and more comfortable to stay the same. Look, when you get into a mundane, why would I want to break this routine? Like, if I'm mad right now, especially when people get mad, I know, just side note, but when people get mad and they just are mad for like a long time, a lot of people do it because they don't want to look wrong in the end for not being mad long enough. Like, ain't that shit wild? Think about it. Like, you got a female that, oh, she just mad as fuck. Like, women, yes, we could get mad at shit for no reason. I understand. Shit, sometimes we get mad at shit from the past. Like, that's just popping up in our heads, and then you can't explain why you mad because it's something from the past that you were supposed to let go, but you still mad about the shit, so you just sitting there all sourpuss and shit. All bitter as fucking shit. Just this nigga. Like, oh, I don't know which comedian was talking about it, but when you look at that nigga when he driving, and you just remember some dirt ass shit they did, and it just make you want to fucking beat their ass when they drive. Look now. We done been there. We done been there. But all I'm saying is, look, there's some snakes in the grass that I'm just here pointing out. I lost my train of thought, so I can't even go back to what the fuck I was talking about. Anyways, that's the beautiful thing about this. It's like, I got so many thoughts that run through my head that so many just come out at the same time, and then I be losing the train of thought that I had for the first fucking. But at least I can just be real with y'all. All in all, I mean, I don't really have much else to say, y'all. Like, I mean, for the single fathers out here, keep doing y'all things. I know it's not always you. I know it's not always the men that's doing wrong. I know these bitches are snakes in the grass. And I know some of you niggas ain't shit. A lot of shit on both sides of the coin. But y'all just do better for each other. Look, if y'all can co-parent, co-parent. Do not use your child as a pawn. This goes for either side. If y'all are using your child as a pawn, get that fucking weak-ass, petty bullshit on out of here. Stop being a bitch. Using your child. You are pathetic. Do not use your child in any situation against the other person. You fucking pathetic for that. And just keep doing right. Like, I mean, I don't have the best relationship with my father. He wasn't there. He wasn't that nigga for me. But I treat him better than the children that he raised. Yeah, I've had a lot of... He caused a lot of pain in my life. But for me to be able to treat you better than the children that raised you... It goes to show you, when you don't put your children first in the relationship, because he was putting his ex-wife in the forefront of their relationship, it kind of just goes to show you that shit can always bite you in the ass. You might want to raise your seed properly, because your seed can always be the one to find your weak spot. And they will every time. It's something natural. When you dealing with little yous, nigga, just make sure you handle shit, okay? Make sure you handle your shit right. If y'all don't want kids, wrap the fuck up. God damn it, pull out. A lot of y'all can't pull out, so wrap up, nigga. And don't say the condom broke when you took that bitch off trying to be slick. Bitch ass nigga. But this is the end of this episode of I Like It Raw. Thank y'all so much for coming to listen to me or watch me on YouTube if you are watching me. You know what color we got, that money green teen, that heart chakra is on that thing, okay? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. If you are listening to me on a major platform, share the fucking podcast episode to everybody you motherfucking know. Follow me on my social media platforms, my Instagram at MikalaLeinani, MikalaLeinani, and follow the podcast Instagram at I Like It Raw Podcast, and my skating Instagram at MK Skates with 2 Z's, no S in this motherfucker. I'll see y'all in my next episode of I Like It Raw, and until then, make sure y'all stay high, safe, and strapped up, and I'll be seeing y'all soon.